let us now find the solution for each quadratic equations. So in number 1, we have x times the quantity of x plus 8 equals 20. So the given is not yet already written in a standard form of quadratic equation, but it is transformable into quadratic equation that can be written in standard form. So first step is distribute x to x plus 8. So we multiply x times x is x squared. X times 8 is 8x equals 20. Now, to make it a standard form, you have to transpose 20 on this side. So it will become negative 20. Now, the standard form of the given is x squared plus 8x minus 20 equals 0. Now, since it is already written in standard form, you can choose what method you're going to use. You can also do by factoring, by completing the square, or by quadratic formula. So in here, I use by factoring. So negative 20, the factors of negative 20 that I used is 10 and negative 2. Okay? So why 10 and negative 2? Because if you multiply 10 and negative 2, it will give you negative 20. 10 plus negative 2 is positive 8. So that's why these are now the factors. So we write now the quantity of x plus 10 and the quantity of x minus 2 equals 0. Now, equate both the factors to 0. So, x plus 10 equals 0 and then x minus 2 equals 0. Transpose positive 10 on the other side, it will become negative 10. So, 0 minus 10 is negative 10. Now, we transpose negative 2 on the other side, it will become positive 2. So, 0 plus 2 is 2. Therefore, the solution here, or the roots or the values of x are negative 10 and 2. Next given that is transformable into quadratic equation is 2x times the quantity of x minus 3 equals 10x. Okay, so distribute 2x to the quantity of x minus 3. So 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times negative 3 is negative 6x equals 10x. So 10x, we transpose that on this side so that it will become negative 10x equals 0. So by combining the like terms, negative 6x minus 10x is negative 16x. So now bring down 2x squared, we have 2x squared minus 16x equals 0. So now the quadratic equation is now written in standard form. Okay, get the factors. How are we going to get the factors? Since we only have a, which is 2, and b, which is negative 16, and we don't have the value of c, we will perform common monomial factor. Okay, by using common monomial factor, we can get the factors as 2x times the quantity of x minus 8. How did we get these factors? We divide, or we get the common term for 2x squared and negative 16x, and that is 2x. Okay, what is left inside the parenthesis is x minus 8. So that if we are going to multiply 2x and x, we will get 2x squared. If we multiply 2x to negative 8 is negative 16x. That's why these are now the factors. After getting these factors, equate this with 0. So 2x equals 0 and then x minus 8 equals 0. So 2x, we divide both sides by 2 because we have a value of a, which is 2. After dividing both sides, cancel 2. Now, 0 over 2 is 0. So, x now here is equal to 0. Okay, how about on the other side? We have x minus 8 equals 0. Transpose negative 8 on this side, it will become positive 8. So, 0 plus 8 is 8. Therefore, x here is equal to 8. Now, the solution is 0, 8. The next given is 2x plus 4 all over 5 minus 2 all over x plus 3 equals 6 over 5. So the given is a rational equation which is transformable into quadratic equation. the first step that you're going to do is to find the LCD. How are we going to find the LCD? Look at the denominators. What is common to the denominators? We have 5 and x plus 3. So we also have 5 here. That's why the denominator that we're going to use, or the LCD rather, is 5 times the quantity of x plus 3. And then here we also write 5 times the quantity of x plus 3 for this expression. And then for this expression, we also have 5 times the quantity of x plus 3. Okay, cancel out 5 here, because 5 divided by 5 is 1. So what is left? X plus 3 and 2x plus 4. So we write x plus 3 and 2x plus 4. Later, we will multiply that. So in here, we have to cancel out x plus 3 and x plus 3, because x plus 3 divided by x plus 3 is 1. So what is left? 5. So 5 and 2. Okay, so minus 5 times 2, because the operation is subtraction. So that's why minus 5 times 2. In here, we will divide or cancel out 5 and 5, because 5 divided by 5 is 1. So what is left? X plus 3 and 6. So we multiply 6 times x plus 3. Okay, in multiplying, you can use FOIL method or vertical method. Okay, so the product here after multiplication, we have 2x squared plus 10x plus 12. Negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. So 6 times the quantity of x plus 3, we will distribute 6 times x, so 6x. 6 times 3 is 18. Okay, by combining the like terms, we have 12 and negative 10. So 12 minus 10 is 2. Okay, and then 6x plus 18, we will transpose this on the other side to make it 0, so that it will become a standard form later on. So bring down 2x squared and then copy 10x minus 6x, because we transpose positive 6x, it will become negative 6x, plus 2 here, and then transpose 18, it will become negative 18, so equals 0. Combining the like terms, 10x minus 6x is positive 4x, 2 minus 18 is negative 16, equals 0. Now, the rational equation is written in standard form, 2x squared plus 4x minus 16 equals 0. And then we can now perform the other methods in solving quadratic equation, like by factoring, by completing the square, or by quadratic formula. In here, I use by factoring. So since I use by factoring, I have to multiply the first term to the last term. So 2x squared times negative 16 is negative 32x squared. Okay, now what are the factors of negative 32x squared? That will give you negative 32 if you're going to multiply, and then if you're going to add, you will get positive 4x. So they are 8x and negative 4x. So 8x times negative 4x is negative 32x. 8x plus negative 4x is positive 4x. So these are now the factors. After getting the factors, copy the first term here, and then the other factor, which is 8, and then copy the other factor, which is negative 4, and then the last term, which is negative 16, and then equate it with 0. Okay, now get the common monomial factor for each factor. So what is common to 2x squared plus 8x? 2x. So what is left? We have x plus 4, because 2x times x is 2x squared. 2x times positive 4 is positive 8x. Now, how about this? What is the common factor to negative 4x minus 16? It is negative 4, because negative 4 times x is negative 4x. Negative 4 times positive 4 is negative 16, equals 0. Now, since x plus 4 and here x plus 4 are the same, we'll take it as 1. Okay, as one factor. And then 2x and minus 4x here is also the other factor. Okay, we combine. Now it will become 2x minus 4 and then the quantity of x plus 4 equals 0. And then equate these factors with 0. So 2x minus 4 equals 0, x plus 4 equals 0. So, and the, next is we transpose negative 4 on the other side, it will become positive 4. So, 0 plus 4 is 4. Now, divide both sides by 2 since we have value for a, cancel out. X now is equal to 2 because 4 divided by 2 is 2. While on the other side, we have, since we transpose positive 4 on the other side, it will become negative 4. So 0 minus 4 is negative 4. Therefore, the solution is 2 and negative 4.
The next rational equation that is transformable into quadratic equation is 3 over x plus 2 over x minus 1 equals 6. So in here, first we are going to get the LCD. The LCD is the denominator given, which is x times x minus 1. So we write here x times x minus 1, and for this expression we have x times x minus 1 also, and here we also have x times x minus 1. Okay, and then cancel out x and x because x divided by x is 1. What is left? 3 and x minus 1. So later we will distribute 3 and x minus 1 plus the quantity of x minus 1 here, and then the quantity of x minus 1 cancel out because x minus 1 divided by x minus 1 is 1. So what is left now is the numerator and the x. So 2 times x equals 6 times x times the quantity of x minus 1. We don't have to cancel out because 6 has no denominator. Okay, so we'll just multiply 6 times x and the quantity of x times x minus 1. Okay, so distribute 3 to x minus 1. So 3 times x is 3x, 3 times negative 1 is negative 3x, 2 times x is 2x equals 6x times x is 6x squared, 6x times negative 1 is negative 6x. Combining the like terms, we have 3x plus 2x equals 5x. And then copy negative 3 equals, bring down 6x squared minus 6x, and then interchange. So if we are going to interchange, we do not change the sign. So 6x squared minus 6x, we put that here, and then 5x minus 3 in on this side, and then we will transpose 5x minus 3 on the other side. Okay, if we transpose, we will change the sign of 5x into negative 5x, the sign of negative 3 into positive 3. So, by combining the like terms, negative 6x minus 5x is negative 11x. Bring down positive 3 and bring down 6x squared. Okay, equals 0. Now, the rational equation is now a quadratic equation. 6x squared minus 11x plus 3 equals 0. And then, you can now solve for this quadratic equation. It's either you're going to use by factoring, by completing the square, or by quadratic formula. In here, I use by factoring. So 6x squared times 3, it is positive 18x squared. And then for the factors of 18x squared, that will give me negative 11x, is negative 9x and negative 2x. Negative 9 times negative 2 is positive 18. Negative 9 plus negative 2 is negative 11. Okay, since these are now the factors, we're going to write the first term 6x squared, and then for the first factor minus 9x, and then the next factor which is 2x, and then the last term here plus 3. Okay, and then equals 0. So after writing now the factors, equate both sides. we will get the common monomial factor for this factor and this factor. So, copy 6x squared minus 9x plus the quantity of negative 2x plus 3 equals 0. Now, what is the common factor for 6x squared and negative 9x? It is 3x. What is left? What is left on inside the parentheses? 2x minus 3, because 3x times 2x is 6x squared. 3x times negative 3 is negative 9x. That's why these are now the factors. So, in here, negative 2x plus 3, to make it the same as 2x minus 3, we will get the common factor for this, which is 1. Okay? So, negative 1 times 2x is negative 2x. Negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3x. Therefore, this is now the factor for negative 2x plus 3, negative 1. Okay, since they are now equal, therefore, we'll take it as 1. Okay, we will write it as 2x minus 3. And then, for the other factor, 3x and negative 1. So, 3x minus 1, we combine that. So, therefore, the factors now are the quantity of 3x minus 1 and the quantity of 2x minus 3 equals 0. Okay, equate this with 0. So, 3x minus 1 equals 0, and then 2x minus 1 equals 0. Transpose negative 1 on the other side, it will become positive 1. So, 0 plus 1 is 1. Okay, bring down 3x. Now, since we have the value of a here, which is 3, we divide it both sides by 3. So, cancel out. X now is equal to 1 over 3, or 1/3. On the other side, since we transpose negative 3 on this side, it will become positive 3. So, 0 plus 3 is 3. Okay, since we have value of a here, which is 2, divide both sides by 2. Okay, now cancel out. X now is equal to 3 over 2. Therefore, the solution here is 1/3 and 3 over